There sure is a whole bunch more, including surprises. Bill decided it was time for May, Art, and himself to work their way towards the mud bog, a huge crowd favorite. While on their way, they ran into one of those surprises.
You know you're making friends, that no matter where you go, you start running into guys that you saw hundreds of miles away, and they came all the way down to Joliet to find you again. Tell the folks once again who you are.
My name is Lamont Car1.mpg. I'm a car enthusiast. I'm a Chicago firefighter. I'm a Chicago public school teacher.
And where did we see you last?
I think it was at Skips.
Skips Reunion?
Skips Reunion.
A year or two ago?
Yeah, Grays Lake. Is that Grays Lake?
That's up in Grays Lake.
Exactly right.
That's got to be close to 100 miles away from here.
100 miles away.
What brings you to Joliet?
You know, the cars bring me to Joliet. I'm an avid car lover.
You better say you heard about this show on Motorsports Unlimited.
And I watch Motorsports Unlimited for the since it came on. And I love the show, and I'm going to tell you, car people are the best people in the world. And if you're a car guy, you can figure out anything. I mean, from medical problems to problems around the house. Automotive technology relates to everything.
Well, that's because you have to be smart to be in motorsports, and if you're smart, you can kind of figure out most things, right?
Exactly right. All knowledge is relative. If you can figure out an oil pump and an oil system, you can also figure out a heart system or kidneys or a valve in a house, or if your faucet blocks up. It's the same principle no matter what.
Okay, but you do something else besides all that scientific stuff. You're a musician.
I am a Chicago blues musician. I'm a harmonica player, and I'm one of the best, if I must say so, around Chicago. I also learned everything, applied everything from automotives also to music, which is hard work and dedication.
I'm going to tell you something, folks. Last time I talked to him, I happened to mention to him that one of my favorite blues numbers was a Little Walter number called Key to the Highway. You put something together.
Okay, I got you.
Do it.
I got the key to the highway, built out and bound to go. I'm gonna leave here running 'cause walking is most too slow.
The late, great Little Walter probably couldn't have done it much better.
Bill wasn't quite done with Lamont.
Lamont Harmonica Harris wanted me to know that he doesn't just do music at these car shows, that he is a car guy and brings his car to the car show, which I didn't know.
That's right.
First of all, reintroduce yourself to the audience again.
My name is Lamont Harmonica Harris, Chicago firefighter and car builder. I grew up in, my dad and uncle owned body and fender shops and mechanic shops, and all my cousins own shops, and I go back to US 30 and down on the lakefront to car shows, and I've been a car crazy guy since 3 or 4 years old. Pictures on the walls, the whole works. Mini bikes, I came all the way up through the ranks, building lawnmower engines and things. I heard you. I
was gonna say we must have had the same life.
We had the same life, and it's amazing. I learned a lot from your show, but just listening. Last week you asked a young guy, could he take the lawnmower engine apart? And I remember that, and I don't know if he realizes how important that is.
It's very important.
Very important.
All the basics.
It's the basics, and things never change.
Wasn't that a cool young guy, though?
That was a nice young. He was articulate, and that's what I like about the motor works and the car guys. It exposes the children to adults and theories of engineering at a young age, and they, believe it or not, children can't comprehend those theories. When I was in 5th grade, 4th grade, I knew all about valve train, compression ratios, a lot of knowledge that I still use to this day, how to drive vehicles. I drove vehicles around the lot, and I drove old tow trucks, and I learned how to back up trucks, and now I use that same knowledge as a fireman, backing up rigs and how to work around people.
We did lead to save life.
Yeah.
Tell us about your car now. What do we got here?
Okay, well, this car brought the same day that I met you the first time. This is our 80 Malibu, which is kind of rare. It's an 80 factory installed 4-speed, and when I brought it, it wasn't in this condition. And I just buffed it out, wet sanded it, buffed it, Did some suspension work, front and back, brakes, and I chromed the engine up.
What engine you got?
I got a 383 small block in it.
383, you got a stroker small block?
Yeah, I had a stroker small block in it with a factory 4-speed. I put upgraded to electronic ignition and a 160 thermostat. It runs cool. I have a 100 amp alternator with the Optima battery on it. It's a 342 gear, so it's nice on the highway. And my wife loves this car, so she drives this car. And I put the gauges in it. And a lot of different upgrades, and it's a work in progress. I do want to straighten the body out some more, but I really love the car. I drive it a lot, and I'm having a great time with it.
I'm going to tell you something. One thing I want the audience to understand, if Chicago Slim is watching, we've had Chicago Slim, the great blues man, on many times, who is an incredible car guy. Chicago Slim, you're not the only blues guy out there that's a car guy. We got another one.
That's right.